Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to our Global Business Social. It's our Sunday night get together that we have every Sunday night, and we're really excited to bring different guests to you to tell their story about how Monate has impacted their lives, and it's always so inspiring. Tonight, we are going to, I think Lily wants to play, so if she gets too loud, I'm going to have to stop, but tonight we're going to have a draw. So if you are a guest, well, first of all, can I get you to all make sure your mics are muted? So they should be muted when you come in, but sometimes it doesn't mute. So make sure your mic is muted. And then if you're a guest, can you please put your first and last name in the comments, because we're going to do a draw as soon as our evening is coming to a close. And if you have somebody on here, if you're a market partner and you have a guest on here, and just kind of take a look at the chat, you guys, and make sure they get their name in there. Okay, so tonight I'm so excited to welcome our guest. Lindsay Nield is my personal sponsor in this business, you guys. And this is really special for me because I'm already emotional, okay? I can't even believe it. So Lindsay and I did not know each other really well before this business. We knew each other because she was one of my daughter's high school basketball coaches, but we never really sat down and had a big, long conversation about anything or anything like that. I would see her at the games. I appreciated her. She's so positive and so helpful to the girls. And she was just such a light, like on that bench to be there for them. But we never really had any kind of in-depth conversation. But one day she posted a before and after picture on Facebook. Actually, she was with a different company. And I kept saying to her, I'm going to get your skincare one day, Lynn. Someday I'm going to get your skincare, but it was never a priority to me. And she posted a before and after picture of hair that looked like Abby's. And that it was instant. And I messaged her and I said, okay, whatever you got, I need this for Abby. So that was the beginning of something that neither one of us had any idea would happen. I don't even think I would have been on her list, honestly, of people to ask. And because she shared her gift with me, I actually was able to retire 2 weeks ago from my full-time teaching job. And so I just want to welcome Lindsay. She has an incredible story. She's a mom. She has her own story of success. I don't want to spill any beans. I want you to tell it all. And I just want to tell you so much. I appreciate you, and I'm so glad you could be here. So everybody, here we go. Let's take it away.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I was like, I am going to tell my story tonight. And for once, I'm not going to get emotional. And now, Patty, like that introduction, I'm like, okay, you just keep it together. It's fine. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Patty, so much for letting me be a part of this call, because I know that there are so many people that come into this call, this opportunity call that you guys have every Sunday night. And there are some big names that come in, and I'm just like, hey, I'm just this mom. I'm wearing a Monate ball cap tonight. And I honestly thought to myself, okay, I know it's hair wash day, but like it's also Sunday and I have a lot of stuff to do at home because I have no kids here today. And that's another story I'll tell you all about. And I'm literally like deep cleaning my carpets. And I'm like, I don't have time to wash my hair, but that's honestly part of my story. Um, I'll just get right into it. Like Patty said, my name is Lindsay Nield. Everyone calls me Nielder. My family calls me Lou. No one ever calls me Lindsay unless it's like business related. It's really funny. I am a boy's girl. Okay, that's what I am. But I found I have really close girlfriends. I have a very good group of close girlfriends. But I didn't know like the impact that this entire opportunity would have on me. With the relationships that have been built here. It's family. It's crazy. So anyway, I am 36 years old from Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. This is so fun to see all these people on here. It's really exciting. I'm like going through my computer, like just looking at faces that I don't know, which is awesome. I have let me start from the beginning and how I got here. So like Patty said, I coached her daughter, Abby. God, I feel like it was like years ago now, right? Um, I've been coaching a long time. But when I moved back to Sarnia after I played varsity basketball in Windsor, I moved back to Sarnia and I started coaching. I was coaching, growing up, but it wasn't really coaching. So I started coaching because I feel like um, leading a team, which is what I did with basketball, I was always the captain of the team. And I never understood why they picked me. I was just enthusiastic and happy to be there. And the refs called me Smiley and whatever. I was in my element. And when I moved back to Sarnia, I got a call from one of my old coaches. He coached me in off seasons and he said, I really want you to come coach my team. And I'm like, okay, let's do that. So I did. And it was like, to see what I did coaching and to see how all of this has transformed into what I'm doing now with Money and the entire team and the family that we have, it is like I never left varsity basketball. It is so cool. Okay, so that was like a one-off. I went right off there, but let me tell you a little bit about my story. So when I came back to Sarnia in 2008, I started dating a wonderful man. We had a great relationship. I ended up we had our son Jace in 2012. We got married in 2013 and then we got divorced in 2015. Now, actually, we're just separated. We're not even divorced. We're really good friends. We're just legally separated. And when we had that moment in our life, that was a turning point for me because I did a lot of self and soul searching before his name is Jordy. Before Jordy and I ever made that decision, I was looking for something for me a little bit deeper that I had lost for a very long time. And during that process, I was literally searching and searching for a deeper me. I don't know if you guys are Oprah fans, but she literally saved me during that entire process. Like Super Soul Sunday was my jam. Okay. And now she's got it all over a podcast and I share with the team. And I'm like, I go back to that moment that's how I transformed my whole life. So I ended up moving back in with my parents, wonderful people. Thank God for them. And I was in a moment where I needed to, get back out on my own. So 2016, I bought a place around the corner from my ex-husband. So it was easier for our son. And I was working in the plants, the oil field as a safety advisor there and making a wonderful salary. So my salary there was 6 figures annually. I mean, I was very fortunate. I worked my butt off for that position, but I was also very maxed out there, very, very much maxed out. So I was asked to work a lot of hours for no overtime, just my annual salary, which meant I was missing out on Jace's, extracurricular activities. I had to depend on my parents a lot, to get him to school and to pick him up. And although I have that great relationship with my ex-husband, I didn't really want to depend on him. We don't exchange money. That was something that we did to, help better. I was fortunate and he is fortunate. So we said, no, we don't want to exchange money. We're going to figure this out together. You'll go your way, I'll go my way, but everything that Jace has and does, we will, right down the middle kind of thing. Unless someone's hurting, we'll support the other person. So it's a very good relationship, but I bought my house that I'm in now in 2016, December 2016. And Stacy Heidman, who is my sponsor, my upline, she had reached out to me she was with a previous company before. And she said, Linz, I really love your spirit that I see on Facebook and your social media all the time. I really think you do a great job with this. And I was like, I don't know. So I said, you know what? I'll give it a shot, because at that time, having this house and still having a 6-figure income annually and doing all the things and having a child that's in travel sports and being the sole person, the sole financial person in your own household took a toll on me. I remember sitting, I always say this, I remember sitting at the gas station. I'll be fine. I remember sitting at the gas station looking at my bank account before I got out to pump gas. And I sat there like, okay, well, how much can I afford today to put in my vehicle? Because I literally have like, this is like an ongoing joke. I am like a planner, like my bills that come out and my money that comes in. So I remember thinking like, okay, this is what's coming out this week and this is what's coming out next week. And then, 2 weeks from now, I'll get paid again. I'll be fine. So this week I could put in $25 in the tank. Okay, perfect. That is the hardest feeling as a parent, especially when you're working, like you're working so much to do whatever you can to support your family. So I was really sick and tired of feeling that way. So I made the decision that, you know what, I would give this a chance with another company with Stacy. And it was okay. There were, I liked the products at the time. And that was just something that I was trying to do. It was something. It wasn't working for me. It did not work for me. So bust into December 2017, and I was still struggling. I was on the struggle bus for about a year there, and it was very hard times, very, very hard times. And Stacy wrote me again, and she had wrote me probably 2 months before this, and probably October 2017, like, hey, I joined with another company, and this company has hair care. You can still do the skincare company that we're doing, but I'm seeing a lot of success with this hair care company. And I was like, hair care. I'm like, man, okay, I just signed up with skincare. Now I'm going to do hair care. And I am a tomboy. And these people are going to think like, has Lindsay gone off the deep end here? Because like, what's happening? No, she's not off the deep end. Lindsay saw the compensation plan thanks to Stacy. And I also, here's what really grabbed me with this company. We have an entire gratitude program, and it's the fact that they give back as much as they take in. I'm like, man, what is this company? This is crazy. Like, okay, tell me more. She's like, you need to trust me. Like, I know, the other company we were with was, you had to pay this much a month. You had to buy this much a month. You don't have to do that with this company. They really are premium products, and they're naturally based. And I know that's right up your alley, and, give it a shot. And I'm like, okay. So I signed up, and, my first month, my first paycheck was more than, my entire combined paychecks with my other, network marketing company that I did for over the year. My second month, it just grew 3 times, and it hasn't been any less since. It has been life changing for me. So, oh my God, I don't even know where to go from there. It has been insanity. It has been it. When I saw that happening, I said to Stacy, oh my God, I think I can retire from my job. I think I can leave my job. I'm going for it. Like, I put every spare second I had into educating myself about the products, into building a team, into leading and coaching and supporting the people that I had underneath me. I'm very much an early riser. I'm not a night hawk. This is actually late for me. I am like up wide awake at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I took full advantage of that when I started this side hustle. Okay. Side hustle. It's my job. It's so cool. I woke up at 5 every morning, and I was like, okay, here we go. And I would learn, and I would motivate, and I would cheer and support, and I would believe it. It is a dream that is very possible. And I jumped right in. I jumped right in, and I have never looked back. And I earned my Cadillac. Oh my God, in February 2019. So just over a year of being with the company. And I think that is so, it's amazing to earn that, because you're literally mid-rank in the compensation plan. You're not at the very top. You're mid-rank in the whole plan, and you can get a car. It's so cool. You get a car paid for. That's phenomenal. And that is not a hard thing to do. This business is very smart. The compensation plan is super, super smart. You have to work every day, right? You don't just get to earn a car and forget about it and walk away. You still work. It's your business, right? And you have a team to motivate, and you have people to motivate and bring into the company, and show them what is possible with all of the stuff that we have at our fingertips. It's a lottery ticket, right? You have to cash it. You are the person that has to cash the lottery ticket. It's your chance. It's up to you. It is beautiful. So I earned the Cadillac. I kept working. I had still been working full time. I have Jace, my son, he'll be 9 in April. And I also have, I'm now with, it's crazy, my childhood best friend. Who would have thunk? Our parents knew it, but we didn't. And he's got 3 kids that he's supporting, and life is crazy in our 4-level split home. That's not big enough for all of us, but we make it work somehow. Like, I'm literally on the entire main level of my house. This is my office, whatever, it works, right? And life is grand because, I'm working my own schedule, and I am able to take my child to school and pick him up. And that was my, dream boards, how people talk about dream boards and your why. And, I joined this company because, like, you really have to dig deep. I used to think that, oh my God, when people were like, you got to find your why, I'm like, that's kind of silly. Like, I don't want to, no, I'm telling you guys, my why, I wrote it down. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to write it down. My why was literally to pick Jace up from school every day and drop him off. And I'm going to try not to cry again, Patty. But the one thing, the reason why I did this was because Jace, he's like my heart and soul. So anyone that knows me knows that kid is an amazing little boy. And on Mother's Day, the year 2017, he was in kindergarten, and they did a Mother's Day project, and they get to fill stuff out. The thing that they take home, like my mom's name is Lindsay. He said I was 45 at the time. My mom is 45 years old. I was like, you're a jerk. He said my favorite food was chicken. And I'm like, okay, you're wrong. It's pizza. And he said, my mom is really good at working. That's what he said. So, I mean, if you're a mother, that's going to really hit you right in the heart. When you know that you're trying to do your best to be there for your child and give them something that maybe you had as a child with your parents being there, or maybe something you didn't have. Maybe your parents were working all the time. My parents were always there, fortunately. So my thing was, I don't want to not be there for my son. I don't want to miss anything, and he's a very sensitive little boy. I wonder where he gets that from. He's a very emotional, sensitive boy, and he loves his mom. And I'm like, okay, I need to do something. I need to figure it out, because I will be damned if I depend on anyone else except me. So that was my deciding factor, because I had already been in that network marketing company, and it wasn't, the one before was like, meh, whatever. And I just thought, okay, there's some hope here. Stacy sent me a couple videos of two people. Tony Van Schoik was one. And the other one was Jamie Eldridge, and she had retired from her waitressing job. And it's crazy. Now I'm really great friends with Jamie. And, she really sold me. She really sold me on it. I'm like, this is insanity. Like, if these people can do this, I could do this. Like, I'm a hardworking person. I am just an average human being wearing a ball cap that needs to wash their hair. It's been 7 days. My God, I couldn't do that before. Okay. I had to wash my hair like every day. But honestly, like, it's wild. So, anyway, let's go back to the timeline. Back in February last year, I just had a memory pop up on my phone. It was pretty wild. I'm still getting the courage to do a post about it. But back in February of 2020, just before we got all the COVID stuff happening, I got some calls from Bethany, Stuart's daughter, and I got a call from Jackie McClements, and she's our our big dog in Canada, and they wanted me to do a speech and talk to up and coming MMPs in Canada on this. It's called Road to Success, and that's in Calgary, Toronto, and Montreal. And they wanted me to be one of the speakers, and I was so excited, like jacked up. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm in. Count me in. And I went to my boss and I said, I need to get this time off and this time off and this time off. And my boss, well, he was my lead. He's actually one of my best friends that I actually grew up with, which is funny. And he's like, Linz, we have a shutdown at work. I can't give you that time off. Like, you have to be here. And I'm like, no, I don't. I have vacation. I can use that. No, you're like expected to be here. You can't, like, it's blocked out. Like, you're not supposed to be, like, you're supposed to be here. I was like, nobody tells me what to do. I'm like, I don't think so. That's not how it works. He's like, I'm telling you, I can't go to our manager and say, Lindsay needs this time off to go to Montreal and Calgary and go do all this other stuff with another company. He's like, I will be in so much shit. So I'm like, okay. I was devastated because the fact that someone can control my life like that when I'm trying to better myself and better who I am and better my family's life. And I'm telling you, I probably would have stayed in that business and still did this all at the same time if there was some sort of give and take. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I was beat up, and my home life was crazy. My spouse, Scott, his life with his ex and all that stuff is a little bit more demanding than mine. It's a little bit more complete opposite. And I was feeling some stress, and I ended up having a full mental breakdown in February last year before COVID. And it was nuts. And I literally went through a whole process with that company that I was with. And it was almost worse. Like, it was almost worse being off on stress leave with that company than it would have been for me to just show up every day and bawl my eyes out. And it really made you understand that you are just a number for these people, because I was supposed to be we really need Lindsay, and my job was super demanding. And I reported to some very big people in that refinery, and I was their person, and they still treated me that way. It was pretty insane. And I never really understood that from other people and their stories before going through that process until I was in the boots myself. So that made me do a lot of thinking. And then in June I was off for a while. And in June of last year, 2020, during COVID, I hit director with the company, which is, close, very, very close to the top, pretty much there. And it was just solidifying everything that I've been working towards and everything that my team has done and everything that this company can do for people. It is insane. It is insane that you can actually dream about something like this and then it comes true. It's wild to me. So if you're sitting there thinking like, I don't know if this is something I can do, I'm telling you right now, if I could fit this business into the nooks and crannies of my incredibly very busy life, working full time, managing my son's lacrosse team, having my child, running him to and from stuff, having a spouse that has 3 kids here and it's crazy and whatever, you make the time for your dreams. You make the time for opportunities. If an opportunity is knocking at your door and you're going to say no, you're going to regret it. This has been a life-changing thing for me. It's been a life-changing thing for my son. It's been a life-changing thing for my spouse. He's got a lot going on too. And it's been literally a savior for us. This company, that's what they do. That's what they do. And it's not stopping. Like, I don't understand how we drop products and expand as much as we do. It's crazy. The company, the family that started the company is so smart. I'm just so thankful to Stacy for believing in me, because I was very like, oh God, this girl's going to sell shampoo. This is crazy, but everyone has to wash their hair. It's a consumable product. Everyone washes their hair. Everyone should be washing their face and taking care of themselves. And that is a part of healthy aging. That is a part of living your best life. You have to take care of yourself before you can be the best version of yourself for other people and everyone that you love. And that's what I've learned here. It's been, oh my gosh, it's been wild. It has been wild. I'm just super thankful. Thank you, Patty, for having me on here. This is great.
Oh, Lindsay, I love your story so much. So we do have a couple of questions. Well, we have one question, but before we do that, I'm just going to say, if you guys are a guest on here and you have not put your first and last name in the chat yet, can you please do that? Because Robin is going to do the draw in a second. Somebody asked you, how long did it take you to get to this point? So to get to director, it was 2.5 years, right?
Yeah. It was 2.5 years.
And you didn't actually say the big thing, the big news.
What? Oh,
you didn't say it.
This is what happens. This is what happens to me at nighttime. So my birthday is in October. In case you guys didn't know, I'm a Scorpio, if that's not obvious. So October of 2020 was my 36th birthday, and I sent in my retirement letter to my full-time job and said, see you later. I fully replaced my income there, and that was my goal. I said I was not going to be leaving that spot until I could replace my 6-figure annual income. And that's what I've done. And I kissed it goodbye, and I've never looked back.
Yeah. I was waiting for that.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah. Well, it's a big deal because it's close to my heart, because I just did the same a couple of weeks ago. So
I know. And when you announced that, I cried.
Okay. So let me ask you one more thing, because we're already at 9:30 and I don't want to keep people too long, but so what is the single most important thing right now? Somebody's sitting there thinking, I got that feeling inside, like I want to do this, but I don't think I can do what she's doing or what I'm doing or what the person that invited them, because maybe they've seen us posting on Facebook or maybe they've seen us go live or something. And they're feeling like, I would never have the courage to do that. What would you say to them?
Well, I feel like it doesn't, here's the thing. This business, everyone thinks like, oh, she can do it because she's outgoing, or she can do it because she's probably good at sales, or she can do it because, or he can do it, whatever. That's not what it is. This company is so much more than shampoo and skincare and wellness. This company is about personal development. That's what this company is. It's if you have an itch, if if you're here, if you're already watching, there is something inside of you that is saying, I think I can do this. Or this sounds interesting. I think I want to learn more. That is something somewhere, whatever you believe in, okay, whatever it is, telling you, maybe it's your gut, telling you that this is something that you should take a chance on. This is an opportunity. Again, I say the lottery ticket. It's a lottery ticket in your hand right now. Are you going to cash it, or are you going to just let it go by? I'm going to take a chance on a lottery ticket, and I'm not a gambler. But if something is speaking to you, if you are here right now, there's something speaking to you, telling you this might be a good idea. Maybe I should learn more. Maybe I should just jump in. That's what I did. I didn't even try the products. I did not even try the products. And now I have a child that won't let anything else touch his skin or hair except money. He is like a walking billboard. Like it's insane. I'm telling you, the products are phenomenal. The company is phenomenal. The family behind the company is phenomenal. The compensation plan is untouchable. And it is true, because I'm telling you, I would not be as happy as I am and feeling safe and stable. Okay. Knowing I left my 6-figure income job with a pension and benefits here up in Canada. I feel great. I've never been happier. So if you're here, if someone's invited you to this call, there's a reason. They either believe in you, they can see what they believe in you maybe before you even believe in yourself. That's something to think about as well. That is something huge to think about, because I know a lot of people that I believe in and they don't believe in themselves. And I'm like, I'm telling you, we know these things. So,
I always tell people, use our belief in you until you can believe in you.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm just going to wrap this up. Robin's going to get ready to do the draw, but one thing I want to tell you is, here's the bottom line. There are no quotas. There's no commitment as far as you don't have to purchase anything, you have to sell anything monthly or anything like that. You get yourself a product pack. Worst case scenario is you're going to love your hair and love your skin, and you're going to have the biggest discount. Actually, the really worst case scenario is you can send it back, because we have a 30-day money back guarantee. So that's empty bottle money back guarantee. But you are going to love the products, and then you're going to want to share it. And once you share it, then you can start making the commissions, and your market partner can explain everything. So please get back to the market partner who invited you, ask all the questions, find out the answers that you need to know, and just don't hesitate. You guys, join us. We have an incredible community here. Okay, thanks a lot, Lindsay. I'm going to turn it over to Robin. I'm trying to see if she's ready. I don't even see her here, so
I'm here.
Hi, Robin.
Hello.
Right. Okay, girl, you got it. We're going to draw for an I wonder. Oh gosh, what is it called? An I wonder laugh serum.
Yes, that.
That's our first draw.
Okay, so I have gone through the list a couple of times. I have all the names. Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Okay, thanks, Lindsay. Okay, so I'm using
did you get
Will.
Christina? Wait.
Well, and did you get Christine Smith?
Hold on.
Can you check that? There were a bunch of people that put stuff in at the very end here.
Yeah, I got
Christine Smith.
I didn't get Christine Smith. I got everything else.
Did you get Coral McCall?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I did.
Okay, good.
And I apologize for the cat climbing all over my desk.
No worries.
Insane. Okay, so now I have all the names. So I'm using a wheel of names. I'm going to shuffle a couple of times. And I will press tap to spin. Lots of names in there. It's never easy to read. Solange Humby.
Congratulations, Solange. That's awesome.
Okay, so the next one was a choice of shampoo. And I will shuffle a couple more times again and press the wheel. Christine Smith. That was the last one I entered.
That's awesome. Okay, so can you guys, if you won, can you please get your information to your market partner? If you guys could get that to us, we need addresses. If you could do that by tomorrow, that would be super helpful. So either to me or to Brittany, or I'm gonna ask, I know Aaron and Brittany, you guys are traveling, so I don't know if you wanna pop on if you have anything to add or if you're good with this. If I don't hear anything, I'll just assume.
No, I think it was great. It was fantastic. She covered everything. What a so like inspiring. So it was a great call.
So I did want to ask something. You said you have a blended family now of how many?
There's 6 of us, 4 kids.
Congratulations, that's fantastic.
Thank you, Aaron.
I want to iterate that people need to send in whoever won the choice of shampoo. What's your choice of shampoo? They'll make you send that in too.
Yes, please. That would be awesome. Okay, well, I'm going to wrap this up, you guys. I want to thank Lindsay so much for coming and sharing your story. And obviously, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing this, because if you weren't doing this, I don't think I would be here. And you've changed my life. And I want to thank everybody else. Thank you, Robin, for doing the draw. And thanks, Aaron and Brittany, for being here, and all of the guests and market partners. And you guys, we do this every Sunday night. We actually have another call Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock. So if you want to come and hear someone else, join us then as well. And if you have any questions, you know who to ask.
Love
Thanks,
you, Patty.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.